This is Evelyn Carter, and as a Texas native, I've got 3 things to say. We are known for our barbecue, our high school football, and our hard-hitting Texas-style wrestling. So be sure to tune in every Saturday night where you can see all the superstars of NWA Texas-style wrestling.
Welcome into TSW Texas Style Wrestling. It's Saturday night in Texas, and we've got some of the greatest action in the Lone Star State for you right here. I'm Bob Malden, joined by Joe Galley, who will be handling ring announcing duties for us tonight as well. But last week, we saw Maravik become a part of Devastation Reborn officially. We're going to hear a lot more about that as we talk to some folks who have a lot to do with it here in just a moment. And Vladdy brings us up to speed on that here as we talk to him backstage.
Maravik is not here because he is on a European tour, a very exclusive, very dangerous European tour, like he's been doing every single moment he's arrived here at NWA Texas Style Wrestling. He has been dominating all over the world. And Bam Bam, that means that even though he is not here, you aren't safe. See, what I got for you is not a man. What I got is the strength of 10 men.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our opening contest. This is for the NWA Texas Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Pound for Pound Championship.
Staring in the mirror, time's the only foe. In a world that's spinning where a hero goes.
Introducing the challenger from Columbia Pictures, Hollywood, California, weighing 300 chiseled pounds. This is the last action hero, Jake Swayze.
Heartbeat, he defies the pain.
Contest here on TSW Texas Style Wrestling. Caramel Lightning up against Jake Swayze here tonight. The Dog Pound for Pound title is on the line as we get things underway here. It's Saturday Night Wrestling in Texas. Bob Malden and Joe Galley joining you here. Coming to you from the OC in Forney, Texas. What a great crowd we have on hand. And you could be a part of this as well. Head over to tswplus.com. We would love to have you here in the audience with us as that title is on the line here in this opening contest, and so much more to see here tonight on this great card. Joe Galley, welcome back here to Forney, Texas. How was the drive in from San Antonio,
Listen,
sir?
Big Bad Bob, all eyes are set here on the Lone Star State. Not only do we have NWA Texas TSW, we've got Dog Pound titles, and the Crockett Cup is returning to Forney, Texas, April 4th. Get your tickets now at nwaliveevents.com. Texas is where it's at, baby.
It's a lot going on here, and it's a lot of it happening at this very venue, which you want to check out here in Forney, Texas. As we get ready to start things up here, that title is on the line, and championship gold going all over Texas here, thanks to the NWA and the partnerships we have with all the great promotions like Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, and of course the National Wrestling Alliance, with the national organization you can see on TV every week on Roku, right?
That's right. Every Tuesday, 7 o'clock Texas time, baby, on the Roku Sports Channel, and the bell is rung. And, it's so interesting, with the territory systems that we have here, you've got some of the biggest stars in these territories making that bridge, making that transition over to NWA Power programming as well. You can expect to see NWA Texas champion Izzy James, as well as Bam Bam Malone on upcoming episodes of NWA Power. So plenty of wrestling action that you can watch for free, ladies and gentlemen, on the Roku Sports Channel every Tuesday.
So cool to see that territory system coming back. This, of course, is what made professional wrestling. This is where you could go out on a Saturday night in your local town and watch professional wrestling and then see it on TV, see yourself on TV. That's what's so cool about the NWA and, of course, Texas-style wrestling right here in Forney, Texas.
And, I've got a little bit of pull in the NWA office, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. And I would love to see either of these two incredible athletes perform on NWA Power as well, especially our pound-for-pound champion, Sweet Caramel Lightning. He is the most charismatic human being I have ever met. I mean, he is just a ball of fire.
Yes, and he has a pretty healthy competitor here tonight in Jake Swayze. He is, of course, the last action hero.
Oh, allegedly.
Yeah.
You'd like to think that there are still more. I like action movies, so I really hope he's not the last one.
Well, the words of his theme song as he came out here kept repeating, Swayze, the last action hero, over and over and over again. So
I heard the song. It's a catchy ditty.
Yeah, he's trying to drill it into the audience here.
Well, look, if you're going to be the last action hero, you might as well build up some accolades, and you can do that right now by becoming the Dog Pound Championship Wrestling pound-for-pound championship. And that is the championship that's sort of a catchweight champion. We don't have a weight class with that one there where you can have athletes of any size, any stature, but we have two incredible sort of junior heavyweights in this matchup here, right around the 200-pound mark.
And NWA Texas made national news whenever, at one point, we had the oldest active professional wrestler to win that championship, and that was, of course, he's 60 years old when he won the thing.
Well, you know what? That's the thing. It's all about history, legacy, and tradition. You don't get to a point where you get to have the 40th anniversary of the Crockett Cup coming right here to Forney, Texas. We are building on that legacy each and every match that we have in this ring and in any other NWA territory ring, as well as Sweet Caramel Lightning is lighting up Swayze.
Lighting him up for sure as Swayze blocks it, and there's the elbow from Caramel Lightning.
Yeah. Shades of the great Dusty Rhodes with a bionic elbow from Sweet Caramel Lightning.
Right on the top of the noggin there as Caramel Lightning winds up and gets ready, but Swayze says no thanks.
Maybe the last action hero just needs a little bit of break, a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a reset.
I think every action hero needs that.
Well, you know what? When you're coming from Hollywood and you're doing big budget pictures, you get to yell cut, you get to take a break, you get to go back to your trailer, sip some matcha lattes, recenter yourself.
Yes.
Makes you wonder if Swayze's really more of a method actor. Does he really get into that character? Does he have to imbibe it 100% all day, every day?
Love this great crowd, very vocal out here tonight, telling Swayze to get back in the ring and let's get this thing going. As now the referee is up to 5, I believe, here, 5 count.
Well, at this point, I think that this is sort of a mental game that Swayze's playing with Sweet Caramel. Sweet Caramel, he's ready to go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. So if you could slow him down, pump the brakes, you get into his head, you might be able to catch him slipping.
Caramel Lightning getting an uncalled for, unexpected break himself here. As now Swayze raking the eyes. That'll turn the tables a little bit. Swayze going after the middle there, gets him up, and suplex.
Yeah, nice belly to back. And now all advantage Swayze in this matchup here, once again for that pound-for-pound championship.
Maybe taking a little too much time to pose there, but makes up for it with that knee right into the middle of the back of Sweet Caramel Lightning 2 times now. And again.
From a technical standpoint, I mean, that is a very great strategy there from Swayze. You've got Sweet Caramel Lightning, who has probably one of the most devastating spears in the business. If you could take away all the strength in the back, wear down the shoulders, especially wear down the lower back, he's not going to be able to deliver that devastating move that he's put down so many of the people who have challenged for that pound-for-pound championship.
That is absolutely right. And back up now to his feet. He manages to go. A couple of elbows there to the midsection, and Swayze right back to work on that back. Again, good strategy. You got to focus on that back a little bit there. You take away the man's ability to do much of anything. Slam him there, scoot slam, and now he's down, and this could be it. 1, 2, we almost seeing that championship change hands here tonight in this our opening contest, Saturday Night Wrestling. Texas Style Wrestling here for you. I hope you are catching it on your favorite local TV station or after online. We're also online after we air on Saturday nights. You can catch us over at tswplus.com. Good way to watch the show there.
That's also where you can get your tickets, upcoming events that we're having here at the OC Theater. We also got links to our tickets for our shows down in San Antonio at Big's Burger Joint as well. A lot of social media you got to follow, but everybody's following it anyways.
Oh, yeah. And some great deals at tswplus.com. If you use the offer code ONTV, in fact, you get 20% off your tickets. Not a bad deal at all. tswplus.com. As now Swayze's in the corner. Irish whip out, reversed, and there goes Sweet Caramel Lightning. Careening into the corner. He moves just in time.
What a boot! Oh, that's what I love about Caramel Lightning. As soon as the momentum shifts, I mean, he is just going to go all the way, baby. And he looks like he's lining up for that spear.
Came out of nowhere. Swayze is making his way back to his feet. Look out, Swayze. Oh, and he sidesteps him.
Yeah, Caramel going into that top turnbuckle.
Almost into our cameraman, Jason Garrett.
Ooh, the backstabber. On the weekend back. Where's me and Bob?
So close to Swayze walking out of here tonight with that Dog Pound for Pound championship. 2 and a very, very, very close 3. Very close to 3 there. Back to work on the back. Elbow drop now. Caramel Lightning on his back again. 1, 2. And getting out just in time there again is Caramel Lightning. Got him locked in now. Looks like maybe a front face lock.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, it transitioned into it.
Yeah.
And I think that this is what Swayze really needs to do. He needs to slow this match down. Take Caramel Lightning and drag him into that deep water and try to wear down this guy who's a firecracker. You take that firecracker and put it at the bottom of the ocean, ain't going to do nothing.
Great opening contest here as now Swayze pulls this off. He could damage even further the back of Sweet Caramel Lightning. And, Joe, I'm looking forward to a little bit later on here. You will be in the ring talking OMG.
Oh, spear! Wow. Whoa, Bobby, you're doing the plug! Woo!
And that is it.
The winner of this match, and still NWA Texas Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, pound for pound champion, Sweet Caramel Lightning.
Yeah. He retains that championship belt, but Joe Galli coming up here in just a little bit. You're going to get a chance to talk to John Omari of the OMGs and try to find out a little bit more about what's going on with these guys.
Yeah, you know what? I spent years as an investigative journalist. I'm an Emmy Award-winning journalist for television. I'm getting you answers. That's coming up after the break.
We'll be right back here on Texas Style Wrestling.
John Omari, I need you to come out here right now.
Well, we have Joe Galli asking for answers from John Omari, one half of the OMGs, and man, what a shakeup we've seen in that tag team here over the past several weeks. John Omari in the ring right now, though, and hopefully we will get some answers. If anybody can do that, it's Joe Galli.
John, I have to say, the OMGs are probably the biggest fan favorite tag team that I have ever seen in any territory of the National Wrestling Alliance. There's obviously been some contention. I've only seen you here in the building today. You have to tell me right now what is going on with the OMGs.
I don't know. I think that's the question of the year. Question of the year is, what's going on with the OMGs? I don't know. Last time I was here, I remember an old friend of mine's laying out my opponents, all right, costing us the match. The time before that, he laid me out. You know, brothers fight. Y'all got brothers? Y'all got sisters?
Yep.
You got siblings?
That's a thing.
Siblings fight, right? Well, what siblings don't do is that and then just fall off the face of the earth and stay gone. I tried calling them, tried texting him, tried contacting him. You said you didn't see him in the building. Well, guess what? I saw him in the building. He's here. I saw him. I look dead at him in his face, and he still wanted to walk the other way. So you know what? We ain't got to talk back there. I'm going to call his ass out, and we can talk out here in front of everybody else. Hey, Mike, now I got you on live TV. Come on out here. OMG! OMG! OMG!
Want the champ, then you gon' get me. Rolling deep, it's the OMG. Get that 1, 2, 3.
Well, there he is, Mike Anthony, making his way out to the ring now. Maybe finally some answers here, if we can keep things calm in the ring, as Mike Anthony makes his way down here right now to get in the ring and maybe provide some answers with his partner, John Omari.
Big Mike, y'all can't handle much. I cause a deeper gash. Beat you with the camel clutch or the stinger splash.
Tag a mean as Action Jackson with the camelback. A sip of haterade after a devastating attack. Reverse neck breaker, Mike.
Now I'm expecting you two to remain civil right here, because the stakes are very high. I consider you both incredible tag team champions, championship caliber athletes. Mike, what's going on, man?
That seems to be the $1 million question, huh? What's going on? Well, I mean, let's tell it from my side. Overall point, I need that apology to be just as loud and sincere as the disrespect and the lies. See, my job, I am under contract as a wrestler, which means no matter the opponent, no matter the situation, I walk that aisle, I get in this ring, and I give it all I got. And I leave a part of me in this ring each and every single time.
As the OMGs have always done.
See, I've never shorted the fans. I've never shorted this business, and most importantly, I've never shorted you. But here it is, I'm out here doing my job. Had the match won in the bag. And guess who slides in out of nowhere and just stands there and looks me in my face as if he was supposed to be there. All because of an unanswered phone call?
Or 10.
You cost me money. You made my hard work all for nothing. And to be quite honest with you, like I said to start it, the disrespect will not be disregarded.
You know, it's one common word you use this entire time you've been out here. Me, me, me. That's all you're talking about. Mike, I did. I lost. I did. You, da. Mike. You know what? That's probably what the OMG stands for, huh? Only Mike gets it. That's what it is. So you want to come out here talking about disrespect? What is this? Huh? What was this when I was laid out, not only by you, but then by Devastation Reborn, and you just over there just looking. So what about the deception right there on 18 years of hard work together? So you tell me what disrespect is, and you want to put money over all of that? I'd die going broke, having people in my life that I love, than being a rich, lonely man. So don't you bring up money and make that the whole reason why you mad, but there's that you thing again. So go ahead and tell it what it is. It's always been about you, right? Huh?
Wow.
No, it's not been always about me, but when it comes to me, you're starting to piss me off.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So again, you pissed off. So
Let's don't do this again.
I'm right here. I'm calm. But you want to be pissed off? Move something.
You move something.
I ain't got the problem. You got got the problem. You got the problem here.
Oh, James Beard is out here now trying to break things up as the OMGs are starting to get in each other's faces again here. This did not go well.
Look at me. You look at me. You two are acting like a couple of babies. A couple of teenage boys fighting over nothing. You guys are one of the best tag teams in the business. You're champions. And what are you doing? Sitting out there arguing like a bunch of babies. You need to cut it out. Get yourself together and do what's right. You want to be a winner again? You want to be a champion again? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Then do the right thing.
Do the right thing and fight.
Cut this stuff out. This bickering has got to stop.
Now we've got some music hitting here. That sounds, it is. That is the music of Devastation Reborn coming out here now. What in the world do they want? Devastation Reborn making their way out to the ring now, probably reveling in this fracture that is formed between the OMGs here. What else do they want? They have those tag team titles. What else do they want from the OMGs?
First of all, you better back off. Omari, listen up, because you're going to love this, Jack. Mike, Anthony, you don't need him.
What?
You've never needed him. He needed you way more than you ever needed him. And don't listen to this no good cheating SOB.
Wow.
I go way back with him. Hey. I go way back with him. He's a snake. Listen to me.
Oh, you talking about a snake?
I could make you a whole lot of money. It's about time. It's about time you follow my advice and not that jackass's advice.
Whoa. Strong words about James Beard. And what is this? An invitation from Devastation Reborn?
All right, hold on. This is a powder keg here.
Take the money, Mike.
That's an understatement.
Hold on. Listen. As the COO of the National Wrestling Alliance, it is my duty to make sure that we put our fans first.
That is exactly right. Thank you, Joe Galley.
Each and every time.
You better go on with yourself.
So I don't care what this guy's saying. I'm going to lay down the law right here, right now. I want to give the OMGs one more shot.
Wow.
So here's it is.
As a tag team?
Listen up, you two. If you two can bury the hatchet and win just one match as a team, I'll give you a title shot against Devastation Reborn.
Wow!
I want one match for you two to come together as the brothers that I know you are, that these fans know you are, and be the OMGs that are the foundation of NWA Texas Tag Team Wrestling.
We could see the reformation of the Brotherhood of the OMGs now, but they have to win one match first. As a team.
Okay, listen up. Listen. Okay. Listen. Deal. I'll agree to that, but one thing I'm going to leave you with, Mike. In professional wrestling, you only make two things. Either a lot of money or a lot of friends. Choose wisely, my friend. And you shut up, I'll hit a lady.
Wow. Okay. What's the answer going to be? Will they agree to bury the hatchet for one more match and then possibly have a shot at those tag titles? The OMGs, this could be the redemption we've been looking for with this great tag team. This tag team that was one of the originals in TSW. Will they agree to this match? I guess we'll find out
Get that 1, 2, 3.
I would love to see some sort of acknowledgement that they agree to this.
Watch your step, it's the ONG. Never lose, bet you won't be me. You won't be me, that's the ONG. Check yourself, better get right.
Anthony thinking about it. Talking to James Beard. Omari discussing with Joe Galley. What will it be? Will these guys agree to the one more match? Anthony seems to be saying possibly so. Omari thinking it over. They're coming together in the middle of the ring. The hand is extended. The hand is extended. Let's see if he shakes the hand. The hand is extended of John Omari. And Mike Anthony leaves the ring.
So who gon' lose is not a question you should ask me. Listen to the theme.
We stay winning, it's the ONG.
I suppose we'll know what was said in the ring when Joe Galley gets back down here. I think I have a few things I want to ask him. We'll be back, folks, with more great Texas-style wrestling. It's Saturday night in Texas.
You never know what's to come here at TSW NWA, and that even goes with our heavyweight champions. Whether it's being attacked in the parking lot or expecting a match only to find out that Martovic is out of the country, how are you possibly preparing with all these surprises?
One thing I've taken from this, Evelyn, is that you simply cannot let any surprise get to you. Vladimir Marovic, time and time again, you have caught me off guard. Congratulations. You did it. You caught me sleeping when I was least expecting it. Attacking me in the parking lot, breaking my ankle, and now a surprise opponent? Marovic, enjoy your European tour. Please, sincerely, enjoy it. Because the second that you step foot back in my town, in my state of Texas, there is a world of hurt waiting for you. Surprise opponent, please. You line them up, and I'll knock each and every single one of them down. Bring your biggest, bring your baddest. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the whole great state of Texas is here to bet on Bam Bam.
See the stars of Texas-style wrestling live and save big using code ONTV. Get 20% off your tickets. That's general admission and reserved with code ONTV at checkout at TSWplus.com. Wrestling this good, 20% off tickets. That's what we call Texas-style savings. TSWplus.com.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring, accompanied by El Vladi from Pavas, Puerto Rico, weighing 350 pounds, a man with the strength of 10. This is Mr. Big.
Good God, that's an understatement. Mr. Big coming out here towering over Vladdy, our camera crew, and most of this crowd, and now stepping up to the ring is Mr. Big. Our first time to see him here in TSW. Could this be who Vladdy was talking about? Supposedly, some sort of relation to Marovic. And my goodness, what a massive specimen he is. Mr. Big now in the ring to get this thing started off here. Second bout of the night. Again, when Joe Galley gets back over here, we'll have more questions for him.
210 pounds, this is Derek James.
Let me tell you something, if Derek James has a drop kick as a part of his arsenal, I sure hope he can jump high, because he's got to get up there real high to get up into the upper stories, the stratosphere, where the head reaches into the clouds of Mr. Big here, accompanied by Vladdy here. And we are getting things ready here. Second contest of the evening getting underway now. And we are rejoined now by Joe Galley. And Joe, I did not hear what was said in the ring. Did Anthony agree to that one more match? The hand of John Omari was extended, no handshake.
Well, listen, I was in the ring, heard crystal clear, Mike Anthony holding the tag rope saying, you stand here, hold this rope, and make the tag. So even without the handshake, I think that's confirmation.
Okay.
OMGs are going to be back in action. And as I said, if they can just win one more match, I'll give them a shot for those titles.
All right.
Because that's what it's all about. This is all about the fans. Whether they're here at the OC Theater, whether they're watching from all of these television stations across the state of Texas, we want what is best for our fans. And what might be best for their fans is checking out this guy here, Mr. Big. Look at this dude.
And he comes in here towering over Derek James here. Possibly a relative of Maravik. We have not gotten a full explanation as to where Mr. Big comes into the picture. We just knew that Vladdy had him at ready here tonight, and we believe that he has future plans for him, possibly, and we will stick around to see. Wow! I mentioned as he was coming out here that Derek James would need some elevation if he was going to try to drop kick this guy, and he just got it by going up to that top rope.
Oh,
boy! God!
Good night, Nurse. I think Mr. Big is coming out here looking to make a statement. I mean, I think regularly in a match he should have gone for the cover of that black hole slam, but oh my Lord!
Statement has been made. Powerbomb and a pin. 1, 2, 3. It is all over.
The winner of this match, Mr. Big.
I'm here once again with the Dog Pound Tag Champions, Death Row Militia, and we saw quite the incredible impact you had with us last time, but that was with the promise of a tag challenge. Have you heard anything from Devastation Reborn on them paying that?
No, we haven't. Let's be real. Death Row came to TSW, right, because we heard this was the best tag division, not just in Texas, in the nation. And it don't matter if we got to walk through the OMGs again, got to walk through Strangler and Swayze. Devastation, you made a promise that when we took out the OMGs, we'd get a shot at your straps. And you've been nowhere to be found. You hide behind your Uncle Al. And now we got to face The Reckoning. The Reckoning's a great tag team, perhaps the best in Texas when Death Row Militia ain't in town. And if we got to go through The Reckoning to come wreck Devastation Reborn, so be it. But one way or another, we're coming for our promise, and we're going to
bury you, because we are Death Row Militia, and that is exactly what we do.
Good luck, gentlemen. I'm here with APOC and Baron Von Storm here at NWA Texas Style Wrestling. Gentlemen, you have been a team for decades, and you have an upcoming match with Devastation Reborn. You've managed to claw your way back to the top. Do you have any words of wisdom for these guys?
I like what you did there. We have clawed our way to the top. NWA Texas Style Wrestling, they've lined them up, and we've knocked them down. Just like we have in every other company we've ever tagged together. And we've held championships everywhere. Now is our opportunity to become the TSW Tag Team Champions. And I think the whole world wants to see that happen.
And his opponent from the gutters of Houston, Texas, ranked 209 pounds, he is the NWA Texas Heavyweight Champion, the Gutter Snake, Izzy James.
Izzy James, a fan favorite here in Texas Style Wrestling, coming out here to defend his title tonight against Verdugo, who has now earned this opportunity here after fighting several preliminary bouts over the last several months here on Saturday Night Wrestling. TSW, Texas Style Wrestling, and now he finds himself here in the main event. And I was just talking, Joe Galley, about all the work that Verdugo has put in to get here to this position tonight, to be here in this main event, to have a chance at this title, this championship belt.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Izzy James has been a consummate champion, just came off a tour of Japan, wrestling for Pro Wrestling Noah in the land of the rising sun. And I have it on good authority that Izzy James joining forces with NWA Texas TSW champion Bam Bam Malone as Texas representatives in the 40th anniversary of the Crockett Cup. So he's looking for some big-time accolades along with being the inaugural NWA Texas champion of the Lightning One era. You know, Bob, we talk about the history of the National Wrestling Alliance and history. I mean, Izzy James's championship has roots that go back to 1938. We're talking pre-World War II. There's a huge lineage. Some of the biggest stars in the sport of professional wrestling have been the NWA Texas Heavyweight Champion. That's a lot of weight to put on your shoulders, but I think Izzy James is the guy to do it, but maybe Verdugo is the one to take it away.
What an opportunity to come out here and defend that belt and defend it wherever he goes. Izzy James, of course, knowing very well the history and the story behind that title. And a pin, and that does not even get the one count there as the referee was working his way over there. And Izzy James lowering, getting him down there again, showing some great wrestling technique here as he goes now, steps over, and he's got that armbar locked in. Hammerlock, rather, with the leg in place there to put a little extra added pressure on Verdugo.
And the mind games from the Gutter Snake as well. And Verdugo, I mean, he has just been on an incredible role here in NWA Texas, especially at Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. Really been dialing in his cardio, been dialing in his fitness. He's put on at least 10, 15 pounds of muscle, lost a bunch of weight that you wouldn't want to have as a pro wrestler as well, and really earning this spot here against Izzy James. And trying to live up to that name, the Executioner, and really take off the head of the Gutter Snake.
We've seen him in action a lot here, working his way through the ranks here in Texas Style Wrestling as well. And he comes out here each and every week. Pin, that's good for only one. Comes out here each and every week and fights whoever he's on the board against to fight here, and does the best he can. And here he is right now, and he has earned this shot in every sense of the word.
There's a long line of people that want to get a shot at Izzy James or anybody that's a territory champion here in the National Wrestling Alliance. As we goes into a pinning predicament there with the crucifix pin. I mean, but look at this. Look who's coming out to the ring.
Yeah, look behind you here. This is Professor P making his way out to the ring now. And what is he doing?
Well, I can't imagine that he's here as a manager for Izzy James. Perhaps he's doing some scouting with Verdugo.
Yeah, we have Professor P out here apparently scouting. And there you see Professor P. What is he doing out here? Do you think he's scouting Verdugo or trying to maybe make an arrangement with Izzy James?
Look, Pastor P's elevator don't go all the way to the top. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing, but he's got that burn book in his hand like he's Pam Bondi, and he's trying to do some sort of nefariousness, I guarantee you.
Ducking out from under that chop is Izzy James. There's one for Verdugo.
And folks, I don't know if you can see this on our 4K television right here. That tattoo that's getting chopped right now, that was tattooed on his chest yesterday.
What?
So that skin is very, very fresh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not something you really want to do when you have a championship matchup, but it shows how crazy Verdugo is. He already got his celebratory tattoo before he even won the match.
Maybe celebrating a little early, huh?
And it's a cross, which is a T, stands for Texas. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He was thinking ahead.
He was, yeah.
But then again, it made a perfect target for the veteran in Izzy James.
Yeah, look, he's in a lot of pain right now after that. He's in a bad spot, though. He's checking his tattoo right now. Oh, no. Izzy James brings him up. He's got him draped over that top rope there. Referee counting.
It took a little too long.
Oh, wait a minute, raking the eyes there. No, he's dropped. Oh, wow. Grief.
Hangman's neck breaker off that top rope and going right to the back of the head. And look, this is what I was talking about before. You don't call him the Executioner for nothing. He's going to try to take the head straight off of the Gutter Snake.
He's got him now. Pin 1, 2, and Izzy James getting out just in time.
And again, targeting the neck. Target acquired, baby.
As he wrenches and now rattles and shakes the head of Izzy James. I don't doubt. I thought you were being metaphorical there, but he is trying to remove the head.
I think he's literally trying to do that.
There's an elbow there from Izzy James. Throws him right back down on the mat. Uh-oh. This could be it. Oh, and the elbow drop there, Verdugo. Gonna go for a pin again. Here he goes, 1, 2, and Izzy kicks out again just in time.
Izzy's probably one of the toughest individuals that I've ever met. And, also coming back from that tour in Japan, training in some of the great dojos that are there, trying to hone it into that sort of strong style that you see from the Land of the Rising Sun. And I think that could really play well with him being the Texas champion, because there's going to be so much grind. There's going to be so many people coming at you. You literally have to be as strong as humanly possible to hold on to that belt.
Well, we see Professor P looking on out here, but as he's doing that in the ring, we now see that Izzy James is fighting for everything he has.
Yeah, still the enigma that is Professor P over here. What's he a professor of, anyways?
I don't know, but I guarantee you it's in the book. Or should I say, in the book.
Will this win be by the book for Izzy James? He gets a 1 count on Verdugo.
Professor P has now exited the ringside area. I guess he's seen everything that he needs to see here tonight. As the clothesline takes down Izzy James. Pin 1, 2, and this could be it. No! Verdugo, he wants it bad.
So looking for that Hangman's neckbreaker again. Izzy having it scouted.
Oh, straight down on top right after.
That's some classic offense by Izzy James. Perhaps even muscle memory, but so much damage done to the neck and to the back. Perhaps not the best form of offense, but when something's been a part of your wrestling repertoire for so long, it becomes that muscle memory, and you're just going for it.
Going for it while it might not have been the best thing for his back to do there. Verdugo up again, and this guy wants it bad. He's right back up, and here he goes off the ropes. Irish whip reverse now. Izzy James ready for him. This could be it. No, he gets off.
I think he knew that he needed to deliver something even more impactful to Verdugo. Didn't even want to go for the cover. Now into the corner with that shoulder into the midsection.
Folding him up like an accordion there. Wait a minute, Verdugo ready for it.
Oh, no! The champ is down. The champ is down face first into the apron.
He is outside, trying to get his wits about him, trying to figure out where he even is now. Verdugo standing over him, ready to go, ready to put the exclamation point on this thing and an end to it and into the steps.
Man. I think Verdugo's got a shot now. He's got to get him in the ring. He's got to get him in the ring and go for the cover.
Wearing the man down, getting ready to throw him back in the ring and win this thing right there in the center, which is exactly where it will be. One Verdugo off. And
my God, turned him inside out. Big Bad Bob, we're having a new champ right here.
1, 2, and this could
go.
The referee's hand had to be barely a centimeter away from the mat.
The timekeeper had his hand on the hammer, ready to ring the bell on that one.
Wearing him down even more is Verdugo.
Oh, but look at this. Going for a modified version of the $1 Million Dream. If he can get that, maintain wrist control, bend that elbow, lock in that Cobra Clutch. How ironic it would be for the gutter snake to tap to the Cobra Clutch.
What a thing that would be. Wait a minute.
Look, Izzy James had to cut some corners there. That was a desperate situation for Izzy.
Was that a bite?
That was a bite. He pulled out the mouth guard.
Wow.
To attack with the incisors.
Oh, no. Backslide.
Classic pin.
Oh, man, again, so close there. Izzy James possibly retaining his
jackknife. Shoulders down. Woo, man.
Where did he get that from? Izzy James comes right out of that again. And here we go. Now Izzy's got him off the ropes, rolls him up. This could be it for Izzy.
Shoulders
1, 2,
down.
No.
What a battle.
The fight of Verdugo. He's come a long way to earn this title shot, and he doesn't want to let it slip away.
Wow. Discus clothesline in the corner. And the gutter snake with a missile drop kick just kicked him into the shadow realm. What?
Only 2 after that missile drop kick. I don't believe it, Joe Galli.
I tell you, that was right on the money. That just shows how tough Verdugo is. He ate 100% of that drop kick to the chin and was still able to get that shoulder off the canvas.
Absolutely, and what fight he has in him. And this, I think as far as trying to get in here and win a big title, this guy knows what it's taken to get here. He knows how hard he's fought, and now the blows are being traded back and forth right in the middle of the ring, trying to wear each other down.
This is not the exchange you want to be if you're Verdugo. Izzy James got a steel jaw. I'm telling you, brother, you don't want to be doing that.
That kick, I'm not real sure where that went there.
Oh, but Verdugo had the snake bite scouted.
Off the ropes comes Verdugo.
Oh, ducks the clothesline. Ricochets off. There's the snake bite.
Snake bite, this could be it. 2, 3, that's all.
The winner of this match, and still NWA Texas Heavyweight Champion, the Gutter Snake, Izzy James.
For Joe Galley, I'm Bob Malden. We will see you all next time right here on TSW Texas Style Wrestling. Have a good Saturday night, everybody.